What did I do?
Before the end. Oh no, it looked like as if you not only won the lottery.
Oh, well, shit, sorry. You get in that space. I mean, I ask anyone to be in that space and compose yourself and keep yourself together. It's an emotional game. We haven't felt that thrill from that type of win for a long, long time. And I think that's really important for us to remember is that, there's some parts of the game that clearly we shouldn't have done or didn't do, but that's a pretty emotional win for us as a football club, and I thank everyone that turned up here to help us and will us over the line, and the boys, just really proud of them.
Is it fair to say that your emotions 2 minutes to go to that end is like?
I'll tell you exactly what I said. I'll tell you exactly what I said. I said in the box, I said, how am I going to explain that? And I didn't use quite that type of language. And then I had that Paddy Ryder, Robbie Gray moment that all the Port people had, and just something was on our team at the end of the night, and they can make seasons.
Had to be Robbie Gray though, Ken, didn't it? To be on the end of that one.
Yeah, he's a good player, isn't he? He's a good player. Oh, look, don't undersell what Ryder did. That's a pretty good effort, but together they did well. We train all that stuff. All the questions about whether we do or don't, and we win and lose the close games. Well, we train that sort of stuff to hopefully get one of those wins for us. And in a season that's as tight and tough as it is, it's pretty significant.
Defensively, you were superb, but how did it go defensively wrong for 3 quick goals to St Kilda?
Oh, well, that's what happens. That's in those arm wrestles, that always happens. I reckon. The side that looks like they're going to win for large parts of the day, in a close contest in a pretty tough conditions. It's just, I don't know, footy just does that to you. It just comes and bites you when you least expect it, and you work really hard and you don't get what you want. Oh, look, the credit goes to St Kilda for getting back into that position and doing what they did, and Richo would have been, pumped for his young side. But at the end of the day, with a minute to go, we found a way.
How massive is the win, Ken, given, you have lost a lot of close games in the past couple of seasons? Yeah, we have.
But I love the fact we put ourselves in the competition to be in those close games, and it's really important. Really important that you can get some belief. And I could feel off the boys coming off the ground that, it's been a while. It's been a while since the emotions got that high for them, and their belief in themselves and their footy team and our football club. What we've stuck at all year. We persisted and we found a way.
There was probably the talk going into the game, at least externally, Ken, was that there probably wasn't a lot to gain for Port from winning this game. Obviously the questions will still come about top 8 and 3 in a row and all that sort of stuff. But do you think, in the manner that you won it tonight, you actually, you sort of answered a few questions about the team's toughness and resilience?
Yeah, I think we got a lot out of this game tonight. That's what I do know. We got a lot out of it from, some willingness to stick at it, belief. Well, as I said, the close game, all that stuff you talk about. But I just felt like the boys, there's something extra in it for them, and they come away with an amazing win. One that you're going to remember for a long, long time. Tommy Jones is going to remember his 100th game, isn't he?
Do they feel they were fighting more than just St Kilda at times? Do they feel like they were fighting more than St Kilda at times?
No, don't think so.
Were you
Tough
confused
game.
at times?
Yeah, I think that's why it's always difficult and it's always challenging. But I think in a really difficult game, in a really challenging environment, it's hard to get it right all the time. But I'll never sit here and be anything but respectful to what the umpires do. I think they do a great job of trying to umpire in a really difficult game, and I'm just glad we won.
You said to us about when we were questioning how you would use Gray without Wingard. Did you use Sam Powell-Pepper differently as well tonight than what we've seen before? Yeah,
we used a few things that's slightly different tonight because we had to, and in the end, it's funny, isn't it? Small margin, you feel on top of the world and everything looks like it's okay, but we've got a bit to still do, I reckon.
What about Jack Holmes, Ken? Did you you must be very vindicated in that decision because he came back tonight and he was doing a lot of the things that obviously he wasn't doing in that past month before you put him back in the SANFL.
Yeah, I thought both Jasper and Jack, played big moments for us in the game, and I thought that's really important. I mean, as I said, leading into the game, they're in our best team, and we need them in their best form. We're not guaranteed to get them in their best form, but I thought tonight was a significant step for them. I thought, all year our back 6 or 7 have done a pretty big job for us, and again tonight they did it again. And as you said, for probably that 5-minute moment where they kicked a couple of quick ones, they did a pretty good job.
In terms of response from Ryder after what he endured last week with Gordon, how would you describe his response tonight?
Or can I just talk about the last 30 seconds? It's hard, you know. Not many ruckmen can do that.
But it was a solid from start to finish with him.
Oh yeah, Paddy's a great player. He's been great all year for us, you know, along with a lot of other players in their roles. But you know, Paddy's pretty important for us. I think that, you know, don't underestimate what Jacko does to help him out too. It allows him to stay a bit fresher, and you know, Long has got a hard job up against two pretty big blokes.
Did you
wake up tomorrow and sober up pretty quickly after this one, knowing the showdown's coming, Ken?
Yeah, I enjoy tonight. Enjoy tomorrow. Worry about it when we get back to work, and we know the size of the challenge. We look forward to it, though. We do look forward to it.
But do you have to bring the group down, or you just keep building that momentum up after such a great...
No, I'm not bringing them down. You know, send them in there as confident as they've ever been, hopefully, and bring them out and challenge the best team in the competition.
How much do they feel that after a fair few string of losses now to Adelaide that they've got to do something to respond to those 4 losses in showdowns?
No, I don't think so. I mean, we always want to play well in showdowns, Rich, but it's like all those questions that we get all year. You answer them with your best performance and your best results usually, and that's the only thing we can do is we go into the next showdown with confidence that we can win the game.
But is it gnawing on them after a couple of years?
You live in Adelaide.
Yeah.
Gnaws on you.
What about score review? There's a fair bit of talk about where score review's at and what the AFL should do and what it hasn't done. Where do you sit on score review?
Oh, well, I suppose I think I read what John said. It was about it's try to make the game clearer, you know, and some of the things are not always as clear as we like. And score review is either 100% as close to accurate as it can possibly be, or it's not. You know, there's one tonight where you go, hit the post, hit the man with the ball. I'm not quite sure. Umpire's call, you know, but more often than not, it helps the game look better, I reckon. But there's always a couple that make you ask some questions.
Structurally, do you rethink anything after tonight for what you would need with Adelaide? The options you've got selection-wise?
Probably lots. I don't know. I'll worry about it tomorrow. I'll watch Adelaide play, obviously, and go to work and see what we can do to try and upset the best team in the competition.
Thank you very much.
Ta.